Follow me over to number patterns. This is the last part of the lesson. All right, so here's a number pattern. You have to read it out loud first. So that's the very first step you should take. If you don't read it out loud first, it's going to be really tough to find the mystery numbers. So let's read it out loud together. 56, 57, 58, 59, blank, 61, 62, blank, blank, 65. Already, when we read it out loud, our brains started telling us what's going on. But that's only step one. Step two, find two numbers that are next to each other. So you're going to choose two numbers to work with. Do not choose the blanks. Avoid the blanks. Okay, so you can pick these two, or these two, or these two, or these two. And you would not use that one because that one's not next to any number. So let's choose these two, 61 and 62. All right, so 61 and 62. The next step is to think, is it getting bigger or is it getting smaller? Well, 61 is getting bigger when you look at 62. So it's getting bigger. So all these numbers have to get bigger, bigger, bigger. Now the last step is to tell yourself how much bigger. So is it getting bigger by 1? Is it becoming 2 more, 3 more, 4 more, 5 more, and so on? Well, 61, if you add just 1 more, it becomes 62. So I guess all these numbers are getting bigger by 1. So 56, 57, 58, 59, just 1 more is 60. And 1 more is 61, 62, 1 more, 63, 1 more, 64. So here's what you should see after you write it down. All right, first graders, you guys are doing amazing. This is the last problem, I promise, and then you can go practice it yourself. So remember, the first thing you need to do for number patterns is you need to read it out loud. Let's try it. 95, 85, 75, blank, 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 35. So clearly in your heads you might start thinking, wait, I'm noticing they all have 5s in it. And that's a good sign. Now, step 2, pick two numbers that are right next to each other. I'll pick these. I'll just pick the first two. They're right next to each other. Remember, avoid those blanks. Do not pick a number close to blanks. All right, so then step 3. Is the number getting bigger or is it getting smaller? Well, 95, and the next one is actually getting smaller. It's 85. So now we know we're getting smaller. So this number has to be smaller than that one. Has to keep getting smaller. Okay, now the last step is how much smaller? Well, 95 looks like the tens place is getting smaller by 1. So that means 1 10 less. So I think there's 10 less, 10 less, 10 less, 10 less, 10 less. Okay, so I feel like I found the pattern. So here's the rule. 10 less is the rule. 10 less is the rule. I call it the rule because that's the rule I'm going to follow. Okay, and in your independent math work, you're going to have to find out your own rules and write down a rule, okay? So if it's 10 less, if 10 less is the rule 10 less, I would write 95, 85, 75, 65, 55, 45, 35. Congratulations, you did it. You learned all 3 things today. How to use a number line, how to use these 2 symbols called greater than and less than, and how to find number patterns. All right, turn to your workbooks now.